Still trying to throw the ball. On first and goal, second and goal. Panicking at third. Fourth, I'm wishing for a month.
Welcome to the 510 Huddle. We got special guest, Last Chance U very own, Dior Scott. How you doing today, bro?
Doing good. How about you?
Doing great. I gotta say, I love the t-shirt, bro. It's one of the best shows ever.
Yeah, Rugrats, man. You fumbled the man's name. It's Diors, eh?
I was gonna say nothing.
Hey, no. Say something.
You butchered my man's name.
I'm reading it. I messed it up. I apologize. Dior Scott. Let's say that. Redo that. My apologies. But yeah, well, I'm happy to have you on the show, bro. So, first question, I have to kick this off. We know Last Chance U dropped. How has everything changed since that episode, that season has came out?
A whole lot changed. Just, man, a whole bunch of support from everywhere around. Everybody talking to me about their stories. Everybody's showing me support for my story. Even come down to, like, me and my mom relationship. Me and my mom, we were close. We got close before the show. It was just a different look outside. Just looking at myself, like, whoa, like, that's how I portrayed myself. I was pretty happy how I portrayed myself. I didn't know my situation was really that deep to people. I just thought it's just everyday life. So it was really different from looking at it from a TV's point of view than really living it personally. So it's been great. I really can't complain, man.
That's great to hear. And have you watched the whole thing already?
Oh, when it first dropped, I watched it.
You binge watched it the first night, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's good to hear. I know, just personally watching it. I don't, I've never personally, met you, and I didn't know your background. So for me, I think it was one of my favorite, so-and-so characters to follow out. I've watched all the Last Chance U because it's like, oh yeah, that man is really grinding. That's different.
No, man. Yeah, definitely, D. I want to tip my hat to you too, man, because some of the shit you went through, some of you went through that real JUCO grind. You feel me? I went to Laney as well, and you made it through, man. And it's not easy. It's not for everybody. And it's not easy, man. Everybody swear they can play. Everybody swear they athlete on Twitter and Instagram. But you feel me? That's why it's only limited amount of scholarships. That's why it's only a limited amount of roster spots. Because you feel me? Everybody can't play this sport, man. You feel me? And the off-field shit that you was going through, and still to be able to perform like you did, man. It's incredible. It's incredible, and it's inspiring to watch right now on Last Chance U, bro. I gotta tell you.
Well, thank you, man. Like, real talk, I was just trying to put on for the town, just really put on for Laney. I know this was way different. I say it all the time. This was way deeper than me, way deeper than just me personally. It's for the whole legacy for Laney. That's what I was trying to really do.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
I think you definitely did that, and I think a lot of any kid that watched that, I think they know what a real excuse is, right? I think excuses are out the door. Whoever's trying to make it, I don't got money, I don't got this. I mean, there's no excuses. I think that's what you showed kids and anybody in the JUCO. I think that was big. So
D, correct me, man. Did I hear on Last Chance U? You said you didn't win no high school games?
No.
So I know you went to Deer Valley. I played y'all in the playoffs. They was solid. Y'all didn't win no playoff. Y'all didn't win no games.
Man, once Simba and Zuzi left, that's when everything went downhill. So like my junior season, we went 1-9, and then like my senior season, I played 5 games. We won 2 games before I left, but I played 1 game at quarterback, and I left before we won the second game, so it was just bad. Yeah. So almost 2 games in high school, man.
I tell people all the time, man. Simba by far best high school athlete I ever played against. That boy was a dog. His brother was raw too. Simba different for real, man.
Simba really different. Real talk. That's why I played quarterback, because of Simba. If he sees it, it's like he's really my hometown hero, man.
Right. He put my damn team on World Star. Trust me, I know. I know. Trust me, I know.
That's crazy. I'm a little older than you guys. I've been watching them since they actually played for Deer Valley, and I played for San Leandro Crusaders. So they've been doing that, forever. But yeah,
I know them from basketball when we was younger. I didn't know they played football till I got to high school. But yeah, I know what you're saying, Zach.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask you, while you there, Dior, your junior year, did you get to play against Najee, or was he already gone?
Yes, I played against Najee my junior year.
Okay. He ran through. Yeah. he ran through the whole league.
That was different too. That was different. Seeing him play, like the first half we stopped him. We thought, okay, we're gonna win. And the second half, he just carried he carried everybody on his back, man, went to work. That was crazy.
Okay.
That's good. That's good to hear. But yeah, I know you, like you said, you binge watched that as soon as the show dropped. While you're watching it, did you feel like that portrayed your time at Laney correctly, or just portrayed your life accurately?
I think they portrayed my life very accurately. Nothing was scripted. Everything was real, authentic. I just love the way how they portrayed me. And it's really myself, because I created myself like that. I didn't act a certain way. I wasn't trying to be a show off. That was just how I am every day.
Yo, no, it definitely felt authentic. I just know sometimes people watch, different, Netflix still has to tell a story, right? And, I just want to make sure you feel like, hey, that's Dior through and through. So that's good to hear.
So let's jump to your playing time while you were at Laney. Before we get to the Last Chance U season, you were on the team the year before that won the championship as well, Dior?
Yeah, 2018.
Okay. So what do you feel was missing or that held you guys back? Because clearly you know what it takes to win the big game, get all the way there, and then you guys had a sort of down year the following season, last season. Yeah. So what do you think held you guys back last year at Laney?
I think last year we were just a freshman-heavy team, so everybody was still young and immature. We only had 22 returning players. The 2018 team, sophomore-heavy, they went to playoffs, fell short, so they had the mindset we need to go get a ring. I think with this year we were just too caught up in the moment. And now with the Last Chance U camera, we're defending national champions. Freshmen coming in like, yeah, I'm that dude without not putting in the work. So I think we're just too immature. So I think that's what happened with our season. Later on in the season, that's when we finally started picking up and we started becoming a team. But I think if we had that in the beginning, way different outcome.
Okay, that's a great answer, and I think we had Beam on the 510 Huddle during the season, and that was the first thing he talked about was having a returning team is huge, and we have a freshman team. Sometimes you don't hit your groove until the middle of the season.
Right.
That makes a lot of sense. So, as you know, you guys dealt with a lot of QB injuries. How'd you feel when they came to you playing that you had to play QB? Did you ever think about like, it's going to hurt my, my scholarships or my school options, or what was your mindset around that?
So and my mindset was just, at first I was scared because I'm playing QB again. I was scared because of my recruitment. I was scared because I don't know if I was going to win games and how I did back in high school. So all that was in my head. And it was just, man, let me do this for the team. Look, I have to be a team player. So these guys, hey, I can do this. Like, put me anywhere, I'm going to excel. And that's what I did. So it was great at first. And then I think once the second, third game hit, that's when in my head, like, if I keep playing quarterback, is this going to affect my chances? Like, what's going to happen? Like, Idaho, they were interested in me. And once they found out how to play receiver, they cut me off and went to a kid in CSM. So that really affected me, and it caused stress on me because I didn't know what was happening. I don't know what was going to happen the next year. So it was pretty fun playing quarterback, but I know what I do for my team. But also, I feel like if I would have showed out, coaches would know I could be versatile.
Yeah, no, I think, that's a great mindset to have. Weird enough, I went to Sierra College JUCO. We back-to-back years, we dealt with so many QB. I played with 9 QBs in 2 years. Receiver I played a receiver at QB for 7 career games in my 2 years in JUCO. So, to see what y'all went through, I understand. And the receivers that had to play QB, they were hurt, through the recruiting process. So when I saw you be a team player and step up and do that, I was like, yeah, that's a real team player. And I wish colleges would look at it more at that. Like, he's a versatile player. I can put him at quarterback if someone goes down, receiver. So that was really impressive.
Man, and he balled. You feel me? Balled, led his team to a win. You feel me? Yeah. Hey, I was cracking up when Ben was telling you don't get hurt when you dove in for the touchdown. Like, come on, man, you would have broke Beam Day if you would have got hurt doing that. Y'all would have been down to nothing.
No, that spot on. You heard. I feel like everyone heard his voice when he said that.
Yes, and especially like being on the coach's side now, Zay. Like, I done had that. I've been in those positions like where you just don't want your best guy to get hurt, or like you need your guy to be like, you feel me? Like we got one man down. You feel me? You it. That's all we got. Like, you cannot get hurt.
Exactly, and the QB is the one position where it's really hard to overcome. You can overcome pretty much anything else. And just sticking on this QB receiver, when you were after high school, what made you choose Laney as a JUCO? And the reason I asked that is, Laney's been historically a defensive running back school. But what made you pick them to play receiver?
So I know back in high school, I was like, my quarterback day is going to be done. So let me just start working in at new positions in high school so I can be ready for the next level. And really, I chose Laney because Coach Rob has been with me since day one, since I've been on the bus to Arkansas. He called me every day, like every Sunday. He called me when I was in Arkansas. He was like, how you doing? What's going on? So that transition back to Oakland and meeting up with Coach Rob just felt easier, like, because I knew him and we are connected. So it made me going back to Laney easier than what I expected.
Okay. Man, my bad, Zay. Man, Dior, to see Rob right now, or to see Rob and how far he blossomed, because I was with Rob probably second, third year. We both know Rob's real young in his coaching profession. But if you've been around Rob, what you have, man, Rob is so damn smart, man. Especially when it comes to the X's and O's, like. Coach Rob knows his shit, man. I definitely felt the same way. I was on the defensive side of the ball and felt the love from Coach Rob while I was there. You feel me? So I definitely understand what you were saying on that point and where you were coming from. Another question I want to ask you about Laney campus itself. I remember asking Beam when we had Beam on the show a while back. I chose Laney. One of the reasons why I chose Laney is because it was one of the only – I went to multiple junior colleges to figure out where I wanted to go. Laney was the only school that really like had an academic game plan. They like kind of put one in my face, like, oh, we can get you out in 3 semesters. You do this, and that. And I just felt the support from the counselors, the coaches. And I remember asking Beam, like, do you feel like that part will be showcased, or do you feel like that part will be portrayed on Last Chance U? So now I'm asking you, do you feel like was that real? Is that real? Did you feel the support on campus from the coaches all the way to the counselors and whatnot, Laney, period? Like, did you feel it?
Yeah. Doug really did an amazing job. He's helping me get out. He gave me all the classes, all the set of crimes what I need to do. And it was really up to us if you want to get it done or not. If it didn't get done, you want to blame Doug, saying that's his fault. But if you got it done, he knew what he was doing. So he's going to help you all the way for you to get an AA or for you to transfer early. That's what they transfer early. Mr. Kai, another huge help, is helping me with all my books, helping me just emotionally. And Coach Beam, instead of just being just strictly a football coach, he try to help you all around. He don't care about all you do on the field. He cares about, are you getting in the classroom too? That's what I love about Coach Beam. He's more about life perspective, more than just football perspective. And that's what the teachers were amazing. They knew my story. They knew what was going on, so they helped me out a lot. They helped out a lot of students. I wish my teachers.
Yeah. Go ahead, D.
Yeah, I was my teachers personally got a little bit more showtime because they did help me out a lot. Battling with stress and stuff like that. My teacher, Professor Schwartz, he helped me with stress a lot. He gave me some exercise to be more calm, be more collective, and that's what I love. Did
you have Dr. Cherry?
Yes,
that's
I had
Dr.
Dr. Cherry.
Come on, did she make y'all watch the what's that movie called with Denzel, The Great Debaters?
Yes.
Come on, man. Hey, Dr. Cherry, she's a real one. She's a real one.
Blessed and highly favored. That's what she told us. Be blessed and highly favored.
Every day. Yes, sir.
No, that's good to hear. And with now that you're at Hawaii, We know that historically a lot of players from Laney, especially of recent, have gone to Hawaii. Do you feel Hawaii has become like a Laney factory, and just the trust they have with the players coming out of there?
I feel like Hawaii has become a Laney factory just because of what being produced in Hawaii. Just like Jared and Jerome Bass, some other players, when they came in Hawaii and really flourished, they didn't fall back or anything like that. So I feel like coming to Hawaii is an easy process because Beam knows what he's doing, and Beam, if Beam feel like you can make it in Hawaii, then he's gonna take it to Hawaii, and that's what he did. So I do feel like Hawaii is a Laney factory,
and that's really cool. That I think that Coach Beam has that relationship where, if regardless how the season goes, yours, we got to play QB or you got to play whatever happens. If he knows you're a baller, right, he can make that call and send guys to Division I program. So I think that's really cool.
Every time, yeah, Coach Beam, he'll definitely get you out. You do your time for him. Dior, I wanted to ask you this: your catch versus Modesto. You think that was your best catch ever? One of your best catches ever?
I think that was one of my best catches ever at this. I wasn't even trying to do that. I was just trying to get the ball. And me catching the ball, I was so hyped, and I thought my foot was out of bounds. So when I looked at the referee, he put his hands up. I said, "Oh man, that was crazy." So when I first looked at it, I was like, "Yo, that was a dope catch." So I think that's one of my best catches of all time right now. There's gonna be more catches, but right now that's the best catch of all time for me.
Oh yeah, I got about. I remember watching that live, but watching it again, I had to get up out of my seat. Like I play receiver, so
I was right there. Zay, I was right there. I was I was at that game. I think I was like right there on that end of the sideline too. Like I thought he was out of bounds as well. And then when they called, like, oh shit, okay. I was like, that was bad. I was like, that was sweet.
But JUCO, regardless what they called, that was going on the tape.
Facts. Gotta go on the tape. First play.
Oh yeah, first play. Look, but I gotta leave you with this last question. And it's been like I told you, I think it's been a topic of conversations in my friend groups, people who work at work. Who's a better wide receiver, you or RJ?
And remember, D was going to ask RJ this because we got RJ coming on this show too.
Yeah, so you're going to get asked the same question this week.
So between me and RJ, I feel like we have our ups and downs. RJ is better route runner than me. He's more technically sound route runner than me. I feel like I do execute more. But that's the battle. I don't know, because RJ's a dog. RJ's a dog. So if we want to get technical, route running, I'm gonna give it to RJ. And RJ has hands too. He has the hands. But if we talk about execution, I would have to give that to me. So I don't know, man. That's a hard question.
I think you answered it the most humble way possible. But I'm gonna take that as I'm just the playmaker at the end of the day. That's what I'm hearing.
I like it. Before we let you go, D, I want to ask you two in one question real quick. It's two questions in one, basically. Who do you like to model your game after? And then give me your top 5 NFL receivers right now to you.
Oh, what was that? What was the first part again?
Who do you like to model your game after?
Oh, okay. Right now, just a mixture. It's Tyreek Hill, DeAnthony Thomas back in Oregon. I'll try to model my game after him. He was a beast.
Black Mamba.
Yep.
I think those two right now, and the top receivers in the game, is Michael Thomas, Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Julian Edelman. What else? I'm missing one. It's tipping my tongue. Marquise Brown. I feel like I try to model my game after those guys because defense feared them. And that's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be feared by any defense who steps upon me.
I love that mindset. He said feared. I'll be honest, receiver, your game, just from watching, you remind me of McCole Hardman on the Chiefs. I don't know if you checked him out. I went to Georgia. Y'all game is very, very identical.
I can see that. I can see that, Zay. I can see that little me Cole in him. Yeah.
I want to apologize, Dior, for butchering your name in the beginning, bro.
You good?
No, it's a long day, man. Long day. But
I feel it.
I want to give you the utmost respect, and I appreciate you coming on. And I really love your journey, and I think what you've done and what America had to see is very humbling and motivating. So excited to see your journey. It's not over yet.
Yeah, man. Hey, you just getting started, D. Remember, it's a marathon, brother. Keep racing, man. You feel me? You accomplished so much, but keep pushing, man. Keep grinding. You got our support, and thank you again for coming on the show, man. We really, really appreciate it, brother.
I appreciate you for having me, man.
Oh yeah, thank you, bro, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I love that shirt again, bro. The Rugrats.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Still went for it. It's time to change it.